Kali River Rapids is the unique river rapids ride at Disney's Animal Kingdom. This ride has a far bigger budget being at a Disney park, and it also features a far different layout than other installations. This is both a good and bad thing. I'll explain why in this review. Kali River Rapids opened back in 1999, roughly 1 year after the Zoological Park debuted. Built by Intamin, this water ride was placed in the Asia section of the park. It was the first rapids ride built at a Disney park, but a few others have since added similar rides. Kali is themed to illegal logging and deforestation. The queue line takes place through ancient temples and shrines before leading riders to the office for Kali Rapids expeditions. Towards the end of the queue line, you can hear chainsaws in the distance, and you hear a warning over the radio that loggers have moved dangerously close to the river. When you ride Kali will have a major impact how long you wait. Like many rapids rides, this lies at its worst during the hottest part of the day. I would avoid waiting in the standby wait in the afternoon when this line can routinely take an hour. There are a few ways to beat the crowds. 1. Head here early. Kali is in the very back of the park, so if you head there before 11, you usually will not have to wait more than 10 to 20 minutes. Just note that Kali isn't usually available for early entry, and it sometimes has a slightly delayed opening. Check the app the day of your visit to confirm when it opens. 2. Head there in the evening. If Animal Kingdom is open late, this ride tends to close early, so again check the app when the ride's closing time will be. I've ridden this around sunset before, and the ride was so dead that I was allowed to stay on and re-ride. 3. Get a lightning lane. If you're using this paid skip the line service, I would consider shooting for an early afternoon time so the ride can cool you off. For a rapids ride, Kali has excellent capacity. Each boat seats up to 12 riders, seating riders in pairs. I have no clue how many are on the course at once, but the rafts seem to be in constant motion as the continuous moving load platform never slows down. Then once seated, riders are secured by just a seatbelt. Kali River Rapids used to have a sealed compartment in the center of the raft to keep bags dry, but that was removed. You are still permitted to bring your bags on board, but there's no guarantee they'll stay dry. So as an alternative, you can use complimentary lockers by the ride exit to keep your belongings safe while you ride. Once dispatched, you turn the corner and head up a sizable lift hill. Riders are peppered with a little mist in the ascent. When I was younger, I swear there used to be a lot more mist. I also thought there used to be snake statues alongside the lift that provide the mist. Atop the lift, you see a waterfall ahead of you, and then a geyser will shoot towards the sky, although the latter has been inconsistent in my recent visits. While both effects look cool, neither will get riders wet. In fact, the first half will leave guests bone dry. It is a slow and tranquil journey with no rapids at all. Instead, it's just a scenic jaunt past lush trees. This makes the next reveal particularly jarring. Remember those loggers? You'll see a section of the forest that has been decimated. I remember this section used to have visible flames when I was younger. Now you just see and smell smoke, but the message is still crystal clear what happened. You then float under a glowing red tree and head down the ride's 30-foot or 9-meter tall plunge. It's not too tall in the grand scheme of drops, but it is quite sizable for a rapids ride. I would not be surprised if this was the tallest drop in a rapids ride back when it opened. The drop is quite shallow, so it doesn't offer the same zip as a coaster or even a flume, but it does have some mild thrills. The rafts slowly rotate on the way down, and then there's a ton of suspense who will hit the splashdown backwards, because those lucky riders, or unlucky riders depending on your perspective, will get very wet. That's the biggest splash on the ride by far. The return run to the station has the same visual splendor as the first part of the ride, but the water is faster and more turbulent. The raft will bounce and bob, but you don't have any traditional rapids sending huge walls of water into the boat. These are the bread and butter of most rapids rides, so it's weird not to have any here. There are a few additional water effects instead though, but they're mostly mild. You have some geysers, but only one is timed properly to give guests a gentle spritzing. There's a cave that has some water trickling down in guests. There are water cannons that fly over the raft that'll miss everyone, unless you raise your hands to deflect the water back down the boat. Lastly, there are some elephant statues right before the station that shoot water out of their trunk. These are guest-controlled water cannons that are 100% free, so someone most likely will be manning them. They'll hit you with a light drizzle, but if Kali stacks for whatever reason, which is a rare occurrence, but it can happen, you could get stuck here and you will be bombarded with the water effect over and over. So what would I rate Cali River Rapids? I would give this attraction a 6 out of 10. This ultimately is a decent rapids ride. I love the landscaping and visuals along the course, and it's always neat to see a sizable drop worked into a rapids ride. But I have two gripes with this experience. One, I wish this ride had rapids. It is really weird not seeing them on this type of ride. Two, I wish this ride consistently got you wetter, especially considering how hot Florida gets. I've had several rides where I've come off Cali with nothing more than a sprinkle, which is not what I want from this type of ride. I can forgive a rapids ride for not having rapids if the other water effects are strong enough to get everyone wet. See Dr. Geysers' Storyland, for example, but Cali is deficient in this area. It's still an enjoyable ride, but it just doesn't reach its full potential in my opinion. So those are my thoughts on Cali River Rapids, the water ride at Animal Kingdom. What are your thoughts on this ride? Do you wish it got you wetter? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.